Bucaram, Mawad, Nebot. These are iconic names in Ecuadorian politics, and they all share one thing. They come from Lebanese families. But how did a community that makes up less than 1% of Ecuador's population end up producing some of the country's most influential leaders? Well, it starts in the early 1900s. After the decline of the Ottoman Empire, thousands of immigrants from what is now Lebanon arrived in Ecuador. And in Ecuador, the Lebanese migrants thrived. They quickly found success in commerce, eventually becoming some of the wealthiest families in cities like Guayaquil. And unlike other immigrant groups, they were able to convert their economic power into political one. By the mid-20th century, the children of first-generation immigrants were some of the most important political leaders in Ecuador. Take Abdallah Bucaram. Known by his self-styled nickname El Loco que Ama, he built a strong connection with the poor through his unconventional, theatrical personality and populist rhetoric. But his presidency just lasted 6 months. Then he was removed in Congress in 1997 for mental incapacity. Afterward, he lived in exile for years amid corruption allegations involving misuse of public funds. Then there's Camil Mawad. He led Ecuador through one of the darkest periods in its modern history, just 2 years after Bucaram, the 1999 hyperinflation and banking collapse crisis, where he controversially replaced the Ecuadorian sucre with a US dollar, a move that many rejected at the time, but today is very popular due to its inflation stabilizing effects. And finally, Jaime Nebot. He never became president, but as mayor of Guayaquil, Ecuador's largest city for nearly 2 decades, he arguably had just as much of an impact. He's remembered for transforming the city, especially projects like the Malecón, through major improvements in infrastructure, security, and public spaces. What's fascinating is that these 3 leaders couldn't be more different. A populist showman, a technocrat in crisis, and a results-driven right-wing city builder. And yet, they all come from one of the smallest minorities in Ecuador, which is proof that in Ecuador, immigrants haven't just found opportunity, they've helped define the country.